How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. We are really close to that 7,000 subs. I think we're like, 14 subs away. So before I crack into this, and this is going to be an amazing video, one that's going to get your mind boggling, and how Microsoft clearly pulled the greatest Uno reverse you've ever seen on the CMA. This video is going to broaden your horizons in ways that is going to make you laugh at the CMA. But if you are enjoying it, do consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe, 14 subs away, and hit that bell to stay up to date of all content I release. You can support me further through my YouTube membership, where you can get access to the content earlier, and of course, super thanks. All right, now let's dive into the video, because this is going to be a really, really interesting dive as we go into it. Now, you all know GeForce Now. It's a cloud gaming platform. It is by NVIDIA, and it is available on Xbox right now, where you can play it through the browser. Obviously, there's some hoops to jump through, but it is perfectly playable. You don't get access to the highest tier of it, because there is no native app for it. Through the browser, you can only get access to the mid tier. That's fine, but we want access to the highest tier on Xbox, and this will obviously change the scope and landscape on how we game going forward for quite a large number of people, as long as your internet is capable of using this. Now, why is this such a big deal, outside of the fact that you're going to be able to play your PC games over on Xbox? Why is this such a big deal? Well, the reason why this is a big deal, and why this, if the deal actually is happening between Microsoft and NVIDIA, is one of the greatest Uno cards done by Phil Spencer, is because the CMA took the cloud gaming rights off Microsoft and sold them to Ubisoft. And so Ubisoft now has these rights for all of the Activision Blizzard games. But that isn't to say that those games cannot go to GeForce Now, or to Boosteroid, or to any other cloud gaming platform. The only platform that the CMA blocked from using it is xCloud. And that is purely out of spite for them to give Microsoft a bloody nose. Because there's no other reason, right? There's literally no other reason why this would happen. If every other cloud platform can have it, why can't Microsoft's one? So the only reason the CMA did this is to give Microsoft a bloody nose, as they call it in the industry, so they can clearly understand that they're not the big boys and they can't do whatever the hell they want, and they do have to bend the knee from time to time. But it does seem that Microsoft has actually pulled the greatest Uno card ever, if this is going through. So how does this work, you're saying? What is so cool about this, and why does it work? Well, number one, through GeForce Now, you can play Activision Blizzard games. They are on the cloud service. So they don't have to go to Ubisoft. They don't have to go and pay a ridiculous sum and play the CMA's game. By putting GeForce Now onto the Xbox platform, and I suspect if it does come along, if you have a Game Pass Ultimate subscription, you'll probably get a hefty discount on GeForce Now, or maybe even get it as part of the service. I suspect it's going to be a hefty discount, but I suspect if Microsoft is going ahead with the next generation console in using NVIDIA's graphics cards, which is what I believe they're going to be doing anyway, a partnership could already be brewing there, where this is kind of coupled in with it. So it's going to be on the platform that we have now, but going to be a release item for the next Xbox. This is where I think it's going. But with the GeForce Now coming to Xbox, with rumors really stipulating and rising up, it's going to be really interesting, because if we look over here, you've got over here, this is a rumor, this is like a mock-up from what I understand, play with cloud gaming. I mean, this might not be a mock-up, this might be something internal. I don't know whether it's fake or not, but it says play with cloud gaming, and then included with NVIDIA GeForce Now. Now, what does this mean? What this means is you could play the Xbox version, nothing wrong with that, or you've got access to the PC version. And if you have access to the 4080 graphics card version of that subscription, then you get to play the PC version at max frames, max fidelity, max everything, to your heart's content, as part of your Game Pass subscription. Now, again, we don't know how anything's going to work, so that is the only caveat. But this means that as an Xbox user, you will have access through NVIDIA's GeForce Now to all of ABK's games on the cloud subscription. Obviously, like I said, we don't know of the pricing or how that's going to go about, or if there's going to be any discounts. I suspect there will. But Microsoft has essentially played the CMA at their own game and is providing Xbox users with not only the best cloud streaming platform out there right now, which is GeForce Now, hands down without a shadow of doubt, but with access to the best version of playing it as well. There isn't a single cloud market company out there that can surpass Nvidia right now when it comes to cloud gaming. Now, if this partnership goes forward, I can see, with them going in that direction, that by the next console's release in 2026, xCloud could fizzle away, and Nvidia's GeForce could still be there, or they could both live in tandem. But I suspect it will kind of be a contractual binding partnership that they're going to be doing, rather than just a contract to have GeForce Now on there. Microsoft and Nvidia have generally got good relationships going. So to me, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And this has allowed, to Phil Spencer, if he goes down this route, will have played the CMA for an absolute fool, for an absolute fiddle. It doesn't matter anymore, because especially with the fact that GeForce Now allows you to play your Game Pass games on there. So if you want to play Starfield, which is already on GeForce Now, and you've got, say, an Xbox One, yes, I'm going back to that. I don't know if the Xbox One will get this. It might just be the Series consoles. But even if you've got the Series S and you've got a fast enough internet connection, you could technically boot up the game through GeForce Now, through the Microsoft Game Pass portal, and play the game on a 4080 machine on your Series S while using everything that you've got on your console. And of course, it will allow you a broader horizon to the mods as well. I mean, you've got the creation, so you're not going to have access to like Nexus mods or stuff like that. So that was me being bad mind. But overall, this is really, really good stuff. And I think this is going to change the landscape. Whether or not this is true or not is going to be, materializes, I should say, is one thing. But if GeForce comes to Xbox, I can say hands down that Microsoft, Phil Spencer, Xbox, has pulled the greatest Uno card, Uno reverse, I should say, on the CMA. And the best part of this all is that the CMA can't do jack about it. They can do nothing. So you will have all your ABK games on your Xbox, probably running better than they ever would be because they're running off the PC version. And there isn't a single regulator out there that can stop this, because this is a contract between two firms and it's legally allowed. I wonder how much Sarah Cardell is going to get pissed at this, knowing that despite everything she did during the trial to try and make Microsoft bend the knee and look weak and look rubbish and look bad, Phil Spencer just said, right, Uno reverse, and game over. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion. And don't forget, once GeForce Now is on there, you'll have access to a host of PC games that that's not available on Xbox. A load of games that are just not available, that are available through GeForce Now, that you will instantly gain access to. Even all those games that are skipping Xbox right now are likely on the GeForce Now platform, so you can play them. Can't say fairer than that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion, and I'll see you in the stream at 8 o'clock. Right, that's it. Peace out, and remain legend.